Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Ihmir Smith-Marsette now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Here we go. Smith red.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses. And they were getting correct.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Panthers had 10-3 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's Young on first down. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I know sometimes we can get bored when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team. All right, anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
From the red zone now, Young. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And the Panthers are going to have their first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Sanders. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Ritter back to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready?
Throw left side. There's London. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4.
62 black. Black shot. Hut.
Back to throw, Ritter. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here we go.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 25-yard line.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Pass taken in by his big time. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Throwing, Young. And that'll be caught downfield by Shenault. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the double. Going red. Blue. Ready.
Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. In motion left, that's Thielen.
Ultra. Go ultra. 10
Now
cycles.
Young going to move him around. They'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Panthers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Come on, set.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ready.
Young on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good return there, 17 yards. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready.
On first down, Ritter. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Kamu Grugier-Hill getting in there and taking him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Still going. And finally taken down at the 34. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first time.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Thielen going to go in motion right.
Red, cycle.
Young to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And we'll get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, Any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run, when to get rid of the football and not take the sack, when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
In motion, the tight end. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They give it off here to the tight end. Nifty move. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ridder will set up to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Here we go, set. Black Ultra. Set.
Ridder now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Another throw coming up here for Ridder. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw it here, Ridder. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
10. Ready.
That's out quickly to Chenault. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hut.
Now here's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
Let's just call it, we just saw it right there. Breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now they run the option on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, due to a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
Here we go.
how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now Young. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Young. And that's complete to Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Ready?
Young on 3rd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the three, but a starting field position like that, three's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put sixes on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Pass midfield. Still going. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop him. But boy, what a tough spot they're in.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Come on, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Ready,
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Young. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
To get back in this ballgame, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Yellow, go. Check, smash.
To throw, Young. That is taken in by Hurst. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst, 48 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set, hunt.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A first down throw for Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready?
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Now Young. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Let's go now.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. You have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Black Ultra. Smash, red. Ready, ready.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On the counter, this is Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Drill 3. Set, cut.
Now Young. pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Black shot. Striker. 3-3. Set.
Here's Young. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be fourth down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth
Let's go.
down.
Gone red. Trouble 38. Hut, hut.
One last shot for Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it,